as your standard key, okay? But what you also get is a display key. Look at this. You can activate from the key. Engine start. Ready?
Some car YouTubers have built loyal communities that will defend them no matter what. Others spark endless arguments every time they upload a new video.
I don't know whether this is going to work or not. We could have a faulty fuel pump, but we can hear the fuel pumps running and they run when we start the car. That could be the issue, or it could be this.
So what separates the creators people genuinely respect from the ones constantly facing criticism? Is it their knowledge, their honesty, or something far less obvious? One creator turned a simple repair project into a movement that changed the industry, while another crossed a line so serious it ended in federal court. Before you decide who's right or wrong, there's one surprising pattern connecting every name on this list: Alex Choi. Alex Choi became one of the most recognizable young automotive creators by building videos around loud exhausts, drifting, burnouts, and expensive supercars. While other channels focused on repairs, reviews, or technical detail, Alex chose spectacle. Each upload tried to be louder, faster, and more extreme than the last. That approach brought millions of views, but it also pushed his content into riskier territory. The biggest controversy came from a video showing a Lamborghini Huracan racing across the El Mirage dry lake bed while fireworks were fired from a low-flying helicopter. What looked like another wild stunt quickly became a federal case. Authorities said the production broke rules involving explosives, aircraft safety, and filming on public land. Alex faced a federal charge, while the helicopter pilot also faced penalties for unsafe operation. The whole case wrapped up via a pretrial diversion agreement, so Alex could dodge prison as long as he met the required conditions. Still, that stunt shifted how many folks ended up watching his channel. Some critics said his push for bigger reactions slid right past the boundary where entertainment ends and public safety starts. It also laid out the risk of a never-ending cycle, where yesterday's stunt just turns into today's normal, and then creators feel they have to go further, merely to keep attention. Alex Choi's story shows how quickly online fame can bump into real-world consequences. Big stunts might pull in viewers, yet they also come with a kind of responsibility you can't shrug off. His fans keep liking that raw energy and the unpredictability of his clips, but the helicopter incident still reads like a bright warning about what happens when spectacle matters more than judgment. If you thought those consequences were huge, wait until you hear what happened next. Rich Benoit, Rich Rebuilds. Rich Benoit, better known as Rich Rebuilds, gained loyal supporters by fighting for something much bigger than entertaining videos. His story began when he wanted a Tesla but could not afford a brand new one. Instead, he purchased a flood-damaged Model S for around $14,000 with plans to repair it himself. The project quickly became far more difficult than expected because Tesla refused to sell him many of the parts he needed. Rather than giving up, Rich bought another damaged Tesla for replacement parts and documented every challenge along the way. What started as one repair project slowly turned into a much larger conversation about whether car owners should have the freedom to fix the vehicles they legally own. As more people watched his videos, Rich became one of the strongest public voices supporting the right to repair movement. He argued that manufacturers should not have complete control over repairs after customers purchase a vehicle. His channel focused on real problems instead of manufactured drama, showing viewers every setback, failed attempt, and frustrating obstacle that came with rebuilding modern electric cars. Unlike creators who hide mistakes during editing, Rich allowed the audience to experience every difficult step beside him. That honesty helped viewers connect with him because they could see he was solving real problems, instead of creating entertainment for easy views. His work eventually kind of reached beyond YouTube. Rich spent years talking about repair restrictions and also backing up changes that would give independent shops and owners better access to parts and repair info. As public attention grew, right to repair laws got more support too, especially in Massachusetts, where voters approved expanded repair protections. Over time, Even Tesla started allowing customers more access to replacement parts than before. While Rich was never solely responsible for every change, lots of people still credit him for helping nudge the whole conversation into the spotlight. His influence really went far past the videos because it encouraged thousands of owners to question policies that once seemed impossible to challenge, like in practice. That long-lasting impact is probably why Rich Rebuilds keeps earning respect across the automotive community. His audience stays loyal because they see someone who is willing to push back against powerful companies, not just accept the rules. His success wasn't built on super expensive cars or super polished production. It came from persistence, curiosity, and a steady willingness to stand up for everyday owners who face the same annoyances. By turning personal obstacles into something of a movement that helped countless drivers, Rich showed that one creator can help change the conversation around modern vehicle ownership. DeMuro. DeMuro earned the respect of car fans by doing something many creators struggle to maintain for years: staying consistent. Before becoming one of YouTube's biggest automotive personalities, he worked for Porsche and later wrote for automotive websites, where he built a reputation for humor, honest opinions, and attention to unusual cars. Instead of chasing only million-dollar supercars, he spent time reviewing ordinary vehicles with strange features that most people overlooked. That decision helped separate him from creators focused only on expensive machines. As his audience grew, viewers knew exactly what to expect every time a new review appeared. His calm approach and familiar format made his videos feel reliable instead of overly dramatic, creating trust that continued to grow with every upload. One of the biggest reasons people continue to follow Doug is that he rarely acts like he knows everything. His famous Quirks and Features walkthrough carefully explains what makes each vehicle different before he gives it a final score. Fans often disagree with some of those ratings, and debates about the Doug score are common across the car community. Surprisingly, that disagreement actually strengthens his reputation instead of hurting it. People know the scores reflect his real opinions rather than an attempt to satisfy manufacturers or chase internet trends. Even when reviewing cars he personally enjoys, he openly points out flaws, proving that excitement does not stop him from being critical. That balance between praise and criticism has become one of his strongest qualities. Doug's credibility became even more valuable when he launched Cars and Bids in 2020, an online auction platform specializing in enthusiast vehicles. Convincing people to buy and sell expensive cars through a website requires something far more valuable than flashy marketing. It requires confidence that the person behind the platform has earned the public's trust. His simple production style also reinforces that image. Instead of showing off luxury lifestyles or massive garages, many videos feature nothing more than Doug wearing casual clothes, standing beside a car with a camera on a tripod. The straightforward presentation keeps the focus on the vehicle instead of the creator. That approach has made Doug one of the most dependable voices in automotive media. While many channels rely on exaggerated reactions and endless hype, he treats viewers as people who genuinely want useful information before making a decision. His willingness to criticize, explain, and stay transparent has helped him build a loyal audience that values honesty over excitement. In a space where trends constantly change, that steady reputation has become one of his greatest strengths. Freddie Hernandez, Tavarish. Freddie Hernandez, known online as Tavarish, built his reputation by taking on projects that most people would never attempt. Instead of buying perfect supercars, he searches for damaged, broken, or salvage title exotics that many owners consider beyond saving. Ferraris, McLarens, Lamborghinis, and other high-end machines arrive at his garage needing enormous amounts of work before they can drive again. That challenge is exactly what attracts viewers. They are not simply watching another luxury car review. They are watching someone gamble time, money, and effort on vehicles that could easily become expensive failures. Every project carries real risk, making each episode feel unpredictable from beginning to end. What truly separates Tavarish from many creators is his willingness to admit when things go wrong. He never presents himself as someone with all the answers. In fact, he openly jokes that many of his own opinions could be wrong, setting the tone for a channel built on learning rather than pretending to be an expert. Viewers watch him discover problems, make mistakes, and search for solutions alongside experienced mechanics and specialists. That honesty creates a stronger connection because people can relate to the frustration of unexpected repairs. Instead of hiding failed ideas or costly setbacks, he leaves them in the final video, allowing the audience to experience the highs and lows without filters. One project really grabbed the attention of folks in the automotive world: the rebuild of a flood-damaged McLaren P1. Trying to bring back a rare hybrid hypercar that had been pretty badly damaged by a hurricane felt almost impossible right from the start. Each step in the process kept turning up new mechanical, electrical, and financial headaches, so the whole thing and the budget kept sliding further than anyone expected. Instead of acting like everything was neatly handled, Freddie basically documented the uncertainty with full transparency. That kind of openness kept viewers locked in because they could see just how hard it is to resurrect something this advanced without factory support. Tavarish keeps earning a lot of respect too, mainly because his channel feels honest, not rehearsed. His audience understands that every successful restoration only happens after a stack of obstacles, weird surprises in costs, and hard choices. He doesn't pretend things are perfect, and that humility has turned into one of his best strengths. He doesn't chase some unrealistic perfect finish vibe, and he reminds people that you often learn through mistakes. That way of thinking has helped him form one of the most loyal communities in the automotive space, showing that authenticity can be just as strong as mechanical skill, even more sometimes. Keep that respect, because the next builder earned it in a completely different way. Matt Armstrong. Matt Armstrong has become one of the most respected builders on automotive YouTube because he focuses on the work instead of the image. His channel is built around restoring heavily damaged cars that many people believe are beyond repair. Unlike creators who fill their garages with untouched supercars simply to admire them, Matt buys vehicles with serious crash damage and carefully brings them back to life. Every project shows real progress from beginning to end, giving viewers a front-row seat as broken machines slowly return to the road. His videos are not about showing off wealth. They are about solving problems through patience, skill, and determination. Another reason fans appreciate Matt is that he performs much of the work himself. Instead of hiding behind a team or skipping over difficult repairs, he walks viewers through each stage of the rebuilding process. Even after filming, he often records extra narration to explain complicated repairs more clearly, so the audience understands exactly what happened. That extra effort makes every episode educational without becoming difficult to follow. Viewers never feel like they are watching random clips stitched together. They understand why each repair matters and how one step leads to the next, making the entire project feel more rewarding as the car slowly takes shape. His honesty extends beyond the workshop and into the way he presents his content. Many YouTube thumbnails exaggerate damage or promise surprises that never happen. But Matt's thumbnails usually show the real condition of the vehicles exactly as they were purchased. That simple choice has earned him widespread respect among enthusiasts who are tired of misleading clickbait. His emotional reactions also feel genuine because they come naturally after weeks or even months of difficult work. Whether a repair succeeds or fails, viewers believe what they see because nothing appears staged for dramatic effect. That straightforward approach has helped Matt Armstrong build one of the strongest reputations in the car community. His success proves that audiences still value honesty over exaggerated entertainment. By showing real repairs, realistic costs, and authentic emotions, he has created a channel that feels trustworthy from one project to the next. His viewers return because they know they will see genuine effort instead of manufactured excitement. Tim Burton, Shmee150. Tim Burton, better known as Shmee150, has built a following by giving viewers access to supercars, factory events, private collections, racetracks, and vehicle launches. His channel is less about repairs and more about experiencing expensive cars in perfect condition. Fans enjoy his upbeat personality, travel, and close look at machines most people may never see. Still, one criticism follows him everywhere. Many car enthusiasts feel Shmee rarely says anything negative about the vehicles he features. Almost every model receives praise, which makes it harder for viewers to know which cars are truly special and which ones have clear weaknesses. Some believe this comes from his close relationships with manufacturers. Early access often depends on staying in good standing with brands, so strong criticism could risk future invitations. His team also got backlash after professional photographers said they were asked to give images away for free in exchange for exposure or whatever. That request really bugged people who thought a successful automotive brand should pay creators fairly, not just promise visibility. Supporters said maybe it was just poor communication, like nobody meant anything shady. Still, it left this lingering doubt about the business side behind the seemingly friendly image, and you could feel it. Even with those complaints, Shmee150 keeps showing up as one of the most recognizable names in car media. His access is honestly impressive. His passion comes off as genuine, and his videos let fans see a world that is usually closed off. But critics argue the channel would be better with more honest drawbacks, plus sharper opinions instead of staying too polished all the time. His whole situation kind of highlights that hard, thin line between protecting brand access and earning trust from serious car fans. Alex Hershey, Supercar Blondie. Alex Hershey, known as Supercar Blondie, built one of the largest automotive audiences online by making rare cars easy to enjoy. Her videos feature hypercars, concept vehicles, and limited edition machines that most people will never see in person. Instead of focusing on complex engineering, she highlights unusual designs, hidden features, and futuristic technology through a simple presentation. That approach helped her reach viewers far beyond the car community. The same formula has also drawn criticism from serious enthusiasts. Many feel her videos do not explore driving feel, performance, engineering, or mechanical details deeply enough. Rather than testing how a car behaves on the road or weighing its strengths and weaknesses, the content often centers on flashy features, bold styling, and high prices. Critics say this makes the videos entertaining but less useful for viewers looking for real automotive insight. Another common complaint is that she rarely says anything negative about the cars she presents. Some viewers believe this may be linked to close relationships with manufacturers that provide early access to rare models. Keeping those partnerships strong can make harsh criticism less likely, which leads fans to view the content more as promotion than balanced reviewing. Despite the criticism, Supercar Blondie remains a major name in modern car media. Her supporters argue that she was never trying to be a technical reviewer. She makes exotic cars feel exciting and understandable to anyone. Whether praised for bringing in new fans or criticized for lacking depth, her impact is impossible to ignore. You think this creator divided the community? The last one might surprise you. Scotty Kilmer. Scotty Kilmer is one of the biggest and most divisive names on automotive YouTube. He built an audience through loud delivery, bold opinions, dramatic titles, and fast repair advice aimed at everyday drivers. Long before YouTube became his main platform, he appeared on automotive television and developed a reputation for helping people avoid costly repairs and dealership bills. Many beginners value his simple maintenance tips and direct style. The criticism begins with how confidently he presents his advice. Scotty often speaks as if there is only one correct answer, even when experienced mechanics disagree. His use of exaggerated thumbnails and shouting delivery also turns some viewers away. More seriously, Critics argue that certain recommendations depend on outdated methods, especially quick-fix products for cooling systems, transmissions, and engine leaks. These sealers may offer temporary relief, but many technicians warn that they can cause problems later. Modern cars have also shifted the conversation. Today, vehicles lean on advanced electronics, software, sensors, and manufacturer-specific repair steps. Some folks argue that Scotty's experience with older cars kind of doesn't quite carry over, not always, to the newer stuff. His supporters reply quickly, saying he helps owners grasp the basic upkeep and maybe dodge a bit of that unnecessary spending. That split is basically why Scotty stays so visible. Fans look at it like a seasoned mechanic, giving practical advice in everyday words, no drama. Critics, on the other hand, see a person pushing disputed suggestions with too much certainty. And that matters. Either way, whether viewers believe him or challenge him, his impact is easy to spot. Not many auto creators have stirred so much argument about repair guidance, accountability, and staying current with what people actually need to know. Every creator on this list built an audience in a different way, but one lesson stands out above everything else. On car YouTube, trust is earned over years and can disappear in a single moment. Whether viewers value honesty, skill, or entertainment, authenticity is what keeps people coming back. If you enjoyed this countdown, don't forget to like, comment with which creator you agree or disagree with the most, and subscribe for more deep dives into the biggest stories in the automotive world. Thanks for watching, and click the next video on your screen to discover another story you won't want to miss.